Palantir has been continuing to make brand new partnerships in the marketplace. We've been hearing a lot about the government and military related partnerships, but we haven't heard that much about the commercial related partnerships. Today, we're going to take a look at one of those with IBM. Stick around to the end and I'm going to share about another potential partnership we found a little bit of information about, which is actually super exciting if it turns out to be real. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Trey, getting in touch with you from Japan. I got a new microphone. Hopefully it sounds a little bit more juicy for you guys. Let me know if you have any feedback on how we can make it sound better as well. Last week, we did a bunch of videos on Palantir, and we've seen a lot of drama in the price action over the last few days with really big peaks and valleys. Looks like Monday turned out to be a much more solid for the entire market. I think that was caused primarily by all of the action going on with the bond rates and stuff like that. Basically what happens is really large like sovereign wealth funds and stuff like that are always looking for the right balance between risk and safety and return. And when bonds, which are basically risk-free, end up providing a better return on income, 1.5, 1.8% it got up to. A lot of them will pull money out of the stocks and put it into bonds. And so we saw prices start to go down, and then a bunch of people saw that and then started selling out too, which provided good buying opportunities. I've been adding to my Palantir position. As you see here on the price chart, we're at about 25 bucks currently. And it looks like we're going to be going back in the right direction with news of stimulus approval that happened over the weekend as well. As I mentioned in the last few videos, ARK has been continuing to add to their position. Check it out here really substantially last week. And interestingly, Vanguard has started to add to their position as well. Check it out here. But going on to today's news, we see that IBM a few weeks ago announced their partnership with Palantir. IBM has a service called Cloud Pak, which is basically AI-powered hybrid clouds for companies. Hybrid clouds are basically when companies have traditionally had huge data servers in their company, like you go down to the basement and all of their data is stored in these huge rooms. Companies are starting to switch over to cloud. And so when you have a hybrid cloud, you have a bunch of stuff on the cloud and a bunch of stuff locally. And now you're optimizing the best way to take advantage of having local and cloud-based stuff. And so IBM has provided this new service called Cloud Pak, which basically is something a little similar to what Palantir does, where it's like, you can analyze all the different data on all of your servers and figure out how to move forward. IBM Cloud Paks are AI-powered software for hybrid clouds that can help you fully implement intelligent workflows in your business to accelerate digital transformation. IBM Cloud Paks tap into the power of IBM Watson to apply AI to your business. Predict and shape future outcomes, automate complex processes, optimize your employees' time, and create more meaningful customer experiences. So a lot of this sounds really familiar to what Palantir is doing, but check it out on the next slide. They say we're partnering with the best of the best, Palantir. Make AI-powered business decisions with Palantir for IBM Cloud Pak for Data. Check it out down here on the bottom right. With Palantir for IBM Cloud Pak for Data, easily infuse predictive, data-driven insights into your real-world business decisions. Build AI applications faster without specialized technical skills using data curated across your hybrid cloud and data landscape. So that gives you a little bit of an idea about what Palantir is bringing to the table. Next slide says, what can you do with Palantir for IBM Cloud Pak for Data? Number one, improve customer experience. Number two, simplify complex supply chains. Number three, enable proactive maintenance. And number four, optimize sales and marketing campaigns. Going on in the next slide, customize for your industry. They show all the different industries you can do this with: financial, manufacturing, automotive, healthcare, telecommunications, energy. A lot of people kind of poke at Palantir saying they're only good at military stuff or whatever, but this is kind of saying, dude, our applications work regardless of what industry you're in. They also highlighted in another document that complements this one, empowering non-technical users to rapidly make insight-driven decisions. So when you have like so much data and all these different systems, and typically up until now, you've had to be real techie to be able to compile and analyze the data and then present it and figure out like how to make good decisions. But they're saying, hey, even if you're not techie, this will help you make the right decisions to move forward. Going on to the next slide, what makes Palantir for IBM Cloud Pak for Data unique? They talk about digital twin AI models, which I touched on last week, basically making an entire digital version of your whole business. All of the different staff, all the different ways they work, all of the different machines and parts and factories and all that. You make a digital version of it to figure out how you can optimize and streamline things. Explainable AI, again, making it much easier for people to understand. No code or low code environment. Flexible deployment, enterprise-wide connectivity, breadth of data and AI services, automated data governance, which is dope because there's a lot of data you don't want everybody getting access to, but this allows you to see the right amount of data for your priority level in the network, and then also deep expertise. And so IBM is coming in and saying, hey, we provide this really good service already, but actually we're partnering with Palantir, who does all of this stuff even better. And one of the neat things about that is the more Palantir gets a position of like the gold standard, the premium standard, it's like, yeah, we can get all this stuff with like Alteryx or IBM or whatever. But if you add on Palantir, then it's like, wow, now you're really cooking kind of thing. The more that reputation is built into Palantir's brand and their name, and the more success they start to see through big clients like IBM, the more it will become kind of like, yeah, we're going to do all this stuff, but we need to use the Palantir option. And I'm really excited to see where that takes us in the coming years. For the second potential partnership, this one's a little bit more speculative and hasn't really had any announcements. But over on Reddit, some people found this page, check it out, on Amazon Web Services, talking about partnerships, partner solutions. So they found a page suggesting that Amazon Web Services is partnering with Palantir. And that could also be a really big deal. It doesn't necessarily say, hey, Palantir is powering Amazon Web Services, or it's going to be an add-on or some kind of like plugin that you can use. It's not really clear. I don't work in Amazon Web Services, so I can't look into this much more. If you have access to that kind of stuff, let me know. Check it out. I'll put the link down below for this page as well. But all that to say, what I was just saying about IBM, if Palantir becomes known as the company that's like, we really need their superpowers to solve our problem, or if competitors, regardless of what industry, see like, whoa, our competitors now using Palantir and their costs have come down this much, or their efficiency has gone up this much, you're going to start to see Palantir taking a really, really dominant position in the market. What we're seeing right now with stock price around 24, 25 bucks, it wouldn't surprise me if it goes below this ever again in the future because it's so volatile. And because the last couple of quarters, they haven't shown like a GAAP profit yet, though once you take out all the different allowances for stock-based compensation and stuff like that, they say they're profitable already. Once we start to tick over into GAAP profitability, which I'm pretty confident will happen at the end of the first quarter, who knows, we might be off to the races and we might not ever see prices this low again. What do you guys think? Looking forward to hearing your thoughts down in the comments section. Thank you guys. Love you and have a great week.